Hi everyone, today I wanted to show you how to create a sticker in Inkscape for Cricut Design Space. And so if you've ever used Inkscape before and you have found it difficult to use, I promise you that I will explain this in such a way that even somebody that's never used Inkscape before can follow along. And so the first thing I've done is I have searched for clip art and I'm going to find an image that I like and I'm going to click on it and then right click and save the image as. And so as you're saving it, it's important to note that you want to save it as a PNG. So for this particular image, if I were just to right click on it and save the image as, it automatically saves it as a JPEG. So you just want to make sure that you are clicking on the image and saving it as a PNG if that's available. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Inkscape and I'm going to go to File, Import, and then I'm just going to go ahead and click on the image that I just saved and click Open. And so I'm going to click on the bottom right hand arrow to resize it, as well as I'm going to zoom in down here to 50% so you can see it a little bit better. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the paint bucket right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the background color just to a bright color so that you can see it. So for right now, because it's on a white background, I'm going to change it to fuchsia. And I'm going to go ahead and before I actually use the paint bucket, you want to make sure that your first box is selected to alpha and your threshold is to 15 and that there are no gaps. And then I'm going to go ahead and change this to points. And I have mine set to 25. And so the larger that number is, the thicker your outline is going to be. And then conversely, the smaller it is, the thinner your outline is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep it at 25. And then I'm just going to click on my image. And you'll see that it put the fuchsia outline. And so what I need to do is I'm going to click on the select tool. And right below filters, you're going to see a down arrow. So you're going to click on that to send the outline to the back. And so let's say you wanted this to be a little bit of a thinner outline. All you need to do is press backspace. You can click on your paint bucket again, and then you would change this number down, maybe to 15 if you wanted it thinner, and then obviously higher if you wanted a thicker outline. So you're just going to go ahead and click on the image again, and then click on your select tool and send it to the back. So let's say you like this exactly as it is. You're going to go ahead and change the outline to white if that's the color that you want. And then next you're going to go to File, Export PNG, and you're going to keep everything over here the same. The only thing you're going to do is click on Export As, and what you are doing now is you are telling Inkscape where you want to save your image. So I'm going to go ahead and save it to downloads. And I'm just going to go ahead and rename it and save it. And then when you're done with that, you're going to click on export. And so now you can open up Design Space and you can upload your image. Go to Browse and find the image that you just saved and open it. You're going to click on Complex, Continue, and then you don't need to clean anything up. So you're going to click on Continue again and save it as a print and cut. So once I've done that, I'm going to insert it into my canvas. and then you can resize it to whatever size you need. And so let's say I wanted this image, but I wanted 20 of them. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to make it, and then I can type in up here the number of copies that I want, and it's going to automatically put 6 on a page. And so I will end up having 4 pages. So you could save this to 24. That way you had a full sheet on the last page. And then you could go ahead and click on continue and send it to your printer. And so after you click on send to printer, you're going to turn your bleed off, use your system dialog, click on print, and you want to make sure that your preferences are set to high print quality, and then you can go ahead and print it. And once you're done printing, you're going to want to browse your materials. And if you want it to be what is called a kiss cut, you're going to want to select washi and click on washi sheet and click done. And so once the Cricut cuts it, it's going to cut it just enough so that it makes it so that you can lift the sticker off, but yet you're not going through the sticker paper. And so let's say you wanted to have more than one design. You are going to go ahead and go to shapes, square, and then I'm just going to change this to the maximum print and cut settings, which is 6.75 by 9.25. And I'm going to go ahead and lock it. And then I have a few different stickers that I have made. And so I'm just going to go ahead and unhide these. And then I'm going to take my template and I'm going to send this to the back. And so now you can see I have all of my stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and resize this one. And I'm going to flip him around to see if I can fit him a little bit better. And so your goal in creating the template is you want to fit as many stickers as possible. And so that's why you create the template. And so before you go to make it, I'm just going to go ahead and delete the square. And so I'm going to click on it and just click the X. And I'm going to select everything so that I have this all in the same spot as it is on my canvas. I'm going to go ahead and flatten it. And once I've done that, I can go to make it. And so now you can see that I have the maximum number of stickers on my sheet. And then I can also select project copies again and hit apply. And now I have 3 sheets. And then really quick, I want to show you if you are having trouble loading all of your stickers, if Cricut is taking a while, you want to make sure you go to your settings up here and make sure that you're on the classic canvas. So prior to the new update, there weren't really many issues with Cricut, and since the update, there have been a lot of like your design space is freezing, you can't load your project, so make sure that you're on the classic setting and you are good to now go ahead and make your stickers. Hopefully you found this video helpful and it was easy to follow along. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below and I will be glad to help you. Have a great night.